Sport touring bikes allow riders to travel long distances in comfort while still being able to carve up a curvy back road. In 2013, when BMW sought to replace their F800 ST, this is what they gave us, the F800 GT. And as the name might suggest, they removed a bit of sport and added a bit of grand. So in this video, we're going to give you an in-depth review and go for a ride with the F800 GT. It's important to know that the F800 GT is not simply a name change. When first looking at the GT, it may seem that the upgrades are mostly cosmetic. But take a deeper dive and you'll realize that's not the case. Because BMW is a German company, they can't help but be meticulous. They scoured every part of the F800 ST, looking for ways to improve it and bring it more in line with what customers wanted. The styling, seating position, suspension setup, and engine have all been overhauled to make the F800 GT more touring friendly. Most of the parts that were carryovers from the ST were also tweaked and modified to ensure the F800 GT was a serious competitor in the touring bike segment. But what exactly are all these changes? Up front, the GT has a windshield that was completely redesigned. Aftermarket windshields still offer better protection, but compared to the outgoing ST, this new shield has superior blockage from moving air and side winds. There are also new, longer mirror stems for an improved view of what's behind you. One of the best changes is the new wider fairing. It makes the GT look more grown up, and when combined with the windshield, it provides great aerodynamics. The fairing flows nicely into the naked frame, a trick not all manufacturers can master. It doesn't look like a piece that was slapped onto the bike, but a piece that was well thought out. I find the more I look at the F800 GT, the more I like the way it looks. It also becomes sportier looking the more I look at it. There are incandescent headlights for both the high and low beams, as well as flash to pass. Even though it's an older design, you can tell the lights were a source of inspiration for some of BMW's newer models. In 2013, the GT was offered in 3 colors: Valencia Orange, Dark Graphite Metallic, and what is simply called Light White, like the one we have here. Starting the BMW F800 GT can be done using the key you see here. The 798cc inline twin engine is the same one you will find in the ST, except for here it makes 5 more horsepower. Total output is 90 horsepower thanks to changes in fueling. 63 pound-feet of torque is achieved at 5,800 RPM. In a time when 200 horsepower bikes are readily available, 90 horsepower might not sound like much, but is more than enough to get the GT going and also to have a bit of fun. The power comes on early and peaks at 8,000 RPM. The GT keeps the 6-speed manual transmission and the belt drive from the ST. Belt drives add the benefit of little to no maintenance when compared to chain drive motorcycles. The exhaust combines a new manifold, the silencer from BMW's F800R, and the addition of heat shielding for the passenger's ankles. The passenger's footrests have also been revised. The GT shares its frame with the ST, but gets a 2-inch longer swing arm for more ride stability. Spring travel was reduced by 0.6 inches to also aid in more stability, help reduce squat, and provide more feel. This allowed BMW to lower the seat height from 33.1 inches to 31.5 inches. The pegs have been pushed forward and down for a more upright riding position. Higher and lower seat options are also available. The rear suspension consists of a central mount strut, An easy-to-reach hand wheel can be used to adjust the rear spring's preload. There's not much to say about the front suspension, as it includes a simple, non-adjustable conventional fork. This is a bit of a letdown because other bikes in this class, such as the Yamaha FJ09, do offer adjustable front suspensions. It would be nice if BMW at least made an upgraded fork as an option. The F800 GT has an increased load capacity of 456 pounds, more than enough for what most riders will carry with them. There is plenty of room in the optional BMW hard bags. They are easy to take on and off and have enough room for a bag, groceries, or similar items that you would need to carry. With the single-sided swing arm, you can get a good look at the 17-inch wheel. Tires are 120/70 up front and 180/55 in the rear. Braking is done by 320mm twin disc with 4 piston calipers up front and a single 265mm disc with a single piston in the rear. In terms of electronics, the F800 GT has ABS as standard. Unfortunately, the system can't be turned off, but I don't really see that as being a problem for people who would be interested in purchasing this bike. The added comfort package includes heated grips, a center stand, saddlebag mounts, and upgraded onboard computer. The heated grips range from the surface of the sun to hot. Yes, they get very warm. The hard bags had to be purchased separately. With the center stand, I found myself constantly hitting it while trying to put down the kickstand, something I am sure would get better with practice or with different shoes. But it's a nice feature to have for doing certain types of maintenance. The instrument cluster includes 2 analog gauges and the computer display. The onboard computer as standard offers information such as fuel level and engine temperature. With the comfort package, more information is available, including gear display and outside temperature. This F800 GT has the optional electronic suspension adjustment or ESA, which gives you 3 settings for the rear shock: comfort, normal, and sport. In 2013, BMW claimed this was the first time such technology had been used in the touring bike segment. ASC, or automatic safety control, another optional extra, helps with reducing rear wheel spin on bad road conditions. It can be turned on and off. After spending time with a number of these electronic systems, we find that there is little to no noticeable changes between them, and most riders can simply get by leaving the bike in normal or standard settings. For a touring bike, the F800 GT is fairly light at 470 pounds with a full tank of gas. To put that into perspective, a 2020 F750 GS adventure bike weighs in at 493 pounds fully fueled. The aluminum wheels and aluminum frame play a big part in keeping the overall weight down. That means the F800 GT remains a very nimble grand tourer with sharp reflexes. With a 4-gallon tank and a claimed 69 miles per gallon fuel economy at a steady 55 miles per hour, the F800 GT could theoretically get you over 275 miles per fill-up. In the real world, expect something closer to 50 to 55 miles per gallon and 200 to 220 miles per tank depending on how you ride. The tank is located underneath the seat. In the rear of the bike, you can also use the key to unlock and lift the seat off. Underneath, you will find some tools, the owner's manual, wiring, and a bit of room on the sides for storage. The bike also came with a first aid kit that could be found underneath. Where the gas tank is located on a lot of other bikes, there's a center panel that can be removed by taking out a few screws. Underneath, you will find access to the battery and a tire repair kit. Overall, BMW developed a very capable and comfortable touring bike with the F800 GT. It's a fun bike to ride but won't intimidate anyone new to riding who wants to get into touring. Brand new, the F800 GT had a starting price of $11,890. Once extras like the comfort package, hard bags, and safety package were added, the price swells to over $14,000. Good examples of the F800 GT with all the options can be found today for under $7,000. So if you're looking for a competent touring bike with decent power, lightweight, and great handling characteristics, the BMW F800 GT is worth a look. Thanks for watching, and remember to like, subscribe, and follow us on Instagram.